Giant pumpkins. Giant pumpkins. Have you ever seen a giant pumpkin? When so big it would not fit in a car. People all over the world have taken the hobby of growing giant pumpkins. Growers compete against one another, hoping to break the record for the world's biggest pumpkin. In 2013, Tim Matheson from Napa, California, won the title with a pumpkin that weighed 2,032 pounds. 922 kilograms. That's how much a walrus or a small car weighs. The gigantic squash measured more than 15 feet around. World's biggest pumpkins. Tim grew 3 giant pumpkins over 6 months in 2013. His pumpkins set the world records for the first, third, and the fourth largest pumpkins ever grown. At 57 years old, Tim has won more than 50,000 in prizes for his pumpkins. He showed his record-breaking pumpkins to the world one of a national television show. Tim's daughter, Tara, cannot walk or talk because of a rare medical problem. Tara joined her dad in the pumpkin patch every evening. She's my inspiration, Tim said. I took her out to the patch every night for 2 hours, and she'd be smiling. Tim started growing giant pumpkins 7 years ago. They have gotten bigger every year. He said using the best seeds, soil, and the plant food is his secret. He is now sharing the seeds from his prize-winning pumpkins with the growers all over the world. He hopes kids will grow their own giant pumpkins. It's amazing to watch the pumpkin grow. Someday, they put on 53 pounds. It's a lot of fun. Growing a winner. According to Tim, anyone can grow giant pumpkin if they understand what pumpkins need. Pumpkin growers make sure their soil is rich with nutrients. They use compost and other organic matter in the soil. Rich soil helps pumpkins grow quickly. Growers use seeds that are known to them indoors in the spring. Often in April, the plant can be hurt by cold or heat, so they must be protected. Tim used heaters to give his pumpkins a head start. In the spring in 2013, once it was warmer, the plants were moved to a sunny spot in the garden and carefully watered and fertilized. Growers pruned the plants or cut away extra vines at least every other day. When flowers appear, they are pollinated. The pumpkins start to grow. The best pumpkins grow on strong, use too much plant food. Strong, healthy vines. Growers are careful not to use too much plant food. Pumpkins can grow too big and burst. They are the size of a softball. All but the best pumpkins are cut off the vine. As a result, the plant that reaches the most perfect pumpkins. Tim spends 2 hours every morning working in his pumpkin patch. After he came home from work, he spent 2 more hours in the garden every evening. He fertilized, pruned, and cared for his 4 pumpkin plants all summer and into the fall. There can be only one. In October, growers with the biggest pumpkins meet at weigh-offs around the world. It is an exciting time as the growers wait to see who has the biggest pumpkin. For winners, the long months of planting, pruning, watering, and care pay off. Their giant pumpkins are some of the biggest in the world. Growers used forklifts and trucks to transport their pumpkins to weigh-offs. They carefully use ropes, traps, and chains to move their pumpkins. At the weigh-offs, pumpkins are weighed on giant scales to see which is biggest. After the contests are over, growers have creative and delicious ways to using their pumpkins. Pumpkin boats. Some growers in countries around the world hollow out their giant pumpkins and turn them into boats. People use paddles to race their boats. Sometimes they wear costumes during the races. A man in the United Kingdom set the new speed world record in 2013. He paddled a hollow-out giant pumpkin in 100 meters, about the length of a football field, in 2 minutes. Gigantic jack-o'-lanterns. Giant pumpkins can be carved into silly or scary jack-o'-lanterns. Some carvers use power tools to create works of art. Giant pumpkin pie. Some giant pumpkins are used to make huge pies. Growers of giant pumpkins in Ohio baked a pie that was named the world's largest in 2010. It was 20 feet wide and weighed 3,699 pounds. That's a lot of pumpkin pie. Growing a giant pumpkins can be a fun way to spend time in the garden. Maybe someday you will grow the world's biggest pumpkin in your backyard.